Back at the garage for the Sunday shift. Got Tatty with us. Rob's over there with Jonathan working on the coupe because that's going to Italy on Tuesday. And spinning around. So Tatty's here. Say hello, Tatty.
Morning, afternoon, whatever it is.
So he's flattened down the panels, getting them down to 400 because we're priming the full thing, and we've got it off now, flipped up on its back obviously, so that we can get at all these. I'm going to work all these edges here, so that's what we're doing. I'll stick it on a tripod. Bit of work to do in that corner. You can see where the plasticine was as well. That was a really awkward corner, that one. Slightly different here. I might have to build that side up. Right, so update for the end of the day. First time we've got the ear pods cut out on both sides. Got most of these edges. There's still little bits and pieces to do. We've found there was like a blister there, so we fixed that. One around the cap, we've fixed that. And we've just been going around doing all the edges, all the back edges as well as the front edges, trimming around the wheel arch, getting everything the same. Gonna cut the vents out, do them tomorrow. So I've marked them up. Got the clamp sitting a bit further forward. The rear mounting that's down in there, you can see it. Where is that? There. That bracket there is pushing the clam back a little bit at this side. But we've got a bit of an alignment thing to sort out here as well, because that needs to come over a little bit. The hinges need adjusted. The hinges aren't bolted on or anything, it's just sat on, but the hinges are pushing it over that way at the top. And it needs to come a bit further forward at the bottom. It just needs a bit of tweaking. So hopefully going to start on making the fences for the bonnet mould tomorrow. But yeah, it's nice to see them cut out. So Monday tomorrow I'll be back to attack. So I was forgetting I want to have a play with this today. And this. Oh, notice me. DeLorean watch. The idea here is I want to take out the bottom of the car. See that hole there? Almost fits the key. What I want to do is I want to see if I can get this key to fit inside there, so that it comes through there, and I can essentially have a RS200 key ring that I'll then alter that so it looks like an RB200. So I just wanted to have a look in here and see how much of the sides of this key I can grind off. Let's have a go at this. Oh, it's not far off going in there. It's in at the front, we just need to get them a bit more clearance at the back. And obviously the idea is that the buttons still work, so I don't want to wreck that part of it. Doesn't need much. Okay, now then I need to get that through there, and then that needs to mount in there like so, but through that hole preferably. I mean, obviously I could cut that out. I wonder if he's got a little file, because this thing is really close to actually going through that hole. Like, I'm gonna have the coolest key ever. You're gonna want one, Tatty. Yep. You're gonna think that's just too cool for school, that. Now I just need to get it to go from the other side. which it's not going to want to do because it's going at an angle. But anyway, if that's there, so I've got it going inside now look. Yeah, I was wanting to push it through there. I may continue this tonight at home. To be continued, yeah. I've got stuff at home that I can do this with. So it's another day. I've been cutting out the rear vents, as you've probably just watched. Been dying to cut them things out, so I'm just filing them back now so that they haven't got a lip on them. Get them nice and square. Obviously I've got the front ones out as well, so we're nearly all cut out. Over here, Tatty's making some cardboard templates so that we can create block off the back of the lights like that, so that when we make the mould, the fiberglass has something to stick to. These are just templates. I think we're going to use the foam board stuff for it. It's doing one for there as well, and then it's doing one for the back of the bumper. And you can see, you know, obviously you've seen the videos anyway, but that's the view from the back where the spot lamps used to be, and all the bits and pieces that I've put in there to build up this mouth. So he's making one for there as well, and then once we've moulded, we'll be able to cut these out as well. And then that'll be everything. But you can see all the mess in the back of there, you know, I'm never going to get that looking nice, am I? You know, and you can imagine all the extra weight. I mean, that's a piece there, that's another piece there, and then just in there alone you've got 3 separate sections of fiberglass that's then held together with screws, rivets and more fiberglass. And then here you've got the original bumper, then you've got the panel that I made to create this, then you've got the edges that I put on as well. So this bumper's made out of like multiple pieces, so although it looks good, it's heavy, and it's, well, if it had a knock, everything would break right the way along, because it would just move everything. So you can see where the old bumper came to and how much lower it is there. So that's what Tatty's on with. Jonathan's just getting his computers fired up because he's 3D scanned the bonnet, but there's too much light in here and I've painted it black in the back now as well. So he's going to go off an old scan because we need to be able to cut the fences on the laser cutter to make the moulds. So he's going to go off an old scan for the bonnet, but we don't think we've got a scan for the bumper. So he's going to have to get a scan of the bumper, but probably do that tonight. I'm going to mould the bonnet next anyway, and I'm just going to do some more sanding on this. I've got everything covered in dust again. Been sanding these, possibly going to need a little bit of filler and just tiny little, but sort of getting to the stage where with that I need some primer on it so I can see it. It feels okay, but primer will highlight all the problems. I've just got these vents to go in here now and tidy up these edges. I've had a bit go at them, but they're, I think I need to take it down further. I think I need to take the back edge of this off a touch. Have a go at that. They're all out with the sander now. I just need to finish them off by hand. I think he got plenty of glue on that, didn't he? So all the vents are cut and sanded back. They need a little bit of finishing off. There's a bit where I slipped to fill, but they're all sanded at the back and all straightened out and that. So just a little bit of finishing off to do on them. All the edges are done now, and the returns, and the back edges of those are sanded. And bits like this have been filled, just small little bits where we've sanded through there. There's been a couple of little air bubbles. Need to finish this off with 180. So again, where I've cut it obviously and then sanded it back with the power file, it roughs it up, so I've just put a little skimmer filler over there and then blocked that back so front edge is done. This bit here, I've had to knock that back quite a way because when it was up on its end I noticed that there was just a high spot here, so I've took that out, but that means that that's in the mould, so I'm either going to have to alter the mould or fix that part before it goes, any kits go out or anything. Same on the other side. So yeah, and then over here, hang on a minute, I'll go around this way. So, was putting the plasticine in there. That still needs some work, just needs a little bit of tidying up, but there was quite a gap on there, it wasn't sitting right in, so more plasticine than what we would normally have in maybe. And then over here, so that's done, but we're going to be moulding this next, so there's a couple of bits it needs flattened and polished. Noticed a couple of bits of dust in it, so I'm going to give that a quick flat and polish. Had a full day on it, so I've shown you all that, like those are all sanded. It is that bracket over there and the rubber in that corner holding this. See, we've got that gap sorted now. It needs to come back forward a touch, but it's actually hitting on the metal of the bracket in there, so that'll sort itself out with a little bit of grinder work. Jonathan's 3D scanned the bonnet. No, actually he went off an old scan. So Tatty's got these done. He's done all the plasticine on those as well, and the front bumper. And then Jonathan's been cutting this from the, is it that piece? From the 3D scan. No, it's not. It's this piece here, it's this little bit here. So just to show you how accurate it is for working out these surfaces. See that little notch there? That's the badge. Look at how perfect that goes on. So I've just polished it and waxed it obviously, and then it needs the 5 coats of honey wax or whatever we're using, the release wax, to go on top of that, and then we stick those on, and then we can start the fiberglass in. But that's just had a quick machine polish, it's a bit of a D-nib and machine polish, and then just some G3 wax just to smooth it out. And yeah, so that's not far off, ready to go. Jonathan's saying that he might get something done on it over the next couple of days until I'm back, but I doubt he'll have time. Like, loads of progress. Let's go for an update on the Fiat Coupe. Andy here from Manchester has been a legend and went and picked up fans for the man of the day. So what happened? So this manifold went on and a new turbo, and because of the size of the manifold, look at how tight that is. So the radiator fans wouldn't fit anymore, so like total disaster. But Andy went to Demon Tweaks in Wrexham, 2.5 hours, 3 hours away from me or something like that, and went and got a new 12-inch and a 9-inch. You couldn't get two 12s on it, so they put two slimline, a 12 and a 9, which was the final piece of the puzzle really, wasn't it? So it's been going back together all day since then, and they've had it running, so everything's just kind of heating up, it's cooling down again at the minute. I'm gonna miss it going on the dyno. When are you putting it on the dyno? Tomorrow? I'm not here tomorrow. Oh, I need to stop recording and have a look at my diary. My client tomorrow, he's a good guy, we get on really well. He's always asking how we're getting on with the RB200 and that. He says that he just comes in sometimes just for the banter and that, you know, he gets tattooed, but he like loves coming in for the banter and that. So the plan is that's gonna go on the dyno in the morning. I need to be here, I really do. I've never seen that car on the rolling road, so yeah, it has to happen. So I'm gonna kidnap my client and bring him to the garage. Have a few hours here just to see that get mapped and that, and well, my appointment's at 10 o'clock in the morning. That'll have probably ran by 12. So if I kidnap him for a couple of hours, bring him out here, and then we'll go back to the shop, do his tattoo, work a little bit late, get him a pizza or something. It's a bit right, won't it? So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. But this must be a video now. I've been recording for several days. Yep, thanks for watching. Subscribing, pressing buttons, sharing, liking, all that stuff. Thanks to Tatty, it's been brilliant, man. I'm chuffed with the way this is going. Are you enjoying it?
What?
You enjoying it?
Marvellous.
It's marvellous, it's marvellous.
Kidnap anybody.
If you like this video, watch this one or that one, because we're starting sticking the other ones on the end of the videos, so go and click something, enjoy. See you next time, bye.